Is that us for participants? We're the one? Yep. Okay, let's go.
We have roll call first. This is, I'm calling to order the
I won't sit down.
City of Hayes City Council meeting for May the 12th, 2025. And would you start the roll call?
Cynthia McCall.
What do you want this?
Tom Leonard
Rose Corporal.
Candace Blake.
Christine Down. Lydia Bryan Valdez.
and Harvey Davis, and looks like there's no absences. So we'll now have the pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the United States of America, to the Republic for which it stands, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And we'll have public comments. Hannah Blue, you're recognized.
Thank you.
3 minutes over.
It'll take less than that. I want to say congratulations, Tom.
Thank you.
And then the other thing was about Trash Day, and I just wanted to remind / urge City Council to put a sign on the dumpster when it arrives. Please not dump before it opens, and to potentially use a lock, because last dumpster people were showing up an hour and a half to 2 hours early, and as you know, I can hear it all. So just that, and then I also was gonna say, if y'all haven't filled all the slots, I'm happy to volunteer as I always do. So that's it.
Oh.
Thank you.
All righty.
I think Candace, this year, were they gonna deliver and drop off at the exact time and it's not?
Well, they said like, I think, yeah, like an hour early. They're coming at 7 in the morning and picking up that same day in the afternoon. There won't be chances for people, but as much chance for people.
Cool.
To do
I'll be there
that.
first. I'll try to get there early as I can.
I mean, usually as soon as I hear people jumping, I do come out because that's when they try to sneak in all the stuff that's not allowed. But yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now we will do item 4. Take action to approve the canvassing of the May 3rd, 2025 election results. And this is a resolution. I'm going to read it to you. You all will vote on it, vote on the canvassing of it, and then we send it to the Secretary of State. And we have 11 days from the end of the election, so which is May 14th. So this needs to be approved today. So this is a resolution of the City of Hayes, Texas, canvassing the election results and declaring the election results in the general election held for the City of Hayes on May 3rd, 2025, for the purpose of electing 3 council members and providing for related matters. Whereas in accordance with general law and the Constitution of the State of Texas, the City Council of the City of Hayes ordered an election for chairpersons 1, 4, and 5. Whereas the City Council today considers the return of the general election held on Saturday, May 3rd, 2025, for 3 council persons, whereas it is found by the City Council that the results of said general election has been tabulated, certified, and provided by the Hayes County Election Division, and that such tabulations are correct and are attached hereto and incorporated in Exhibit A of the canvass report. Now, therefore, it be resolved by the City Council of the City of Hayes, Section 1, the tabulation of the votes cast for office 3 council persons for places 1, 4, and 5 in the general election of on May 3rd, 2025 is hereby adopted as the official tabulation filed and recorded in the official records of the City of Hayes as the official canvass of said general election. Section 2, that said general election was duly called and following votes were cast in the May 3rd, 2025 general election for 3 councilpersons position of the city council. And for city councilperson, place 1, Candace Blake, 33 votes. For councilperson, place 4, Lydia Bryan Valdez, 30 votes. Councilperson, place 5, Tom Whitman, 33 votes. Kat Mertz, 7 votes. After completion of the canvass, the presiding office of the city shall prepare a certificate of election for each candidate who is elected to an office, and that official city secretary. The city of Hayes City Council hereby finds the term, therefore declares that the meeting at which the resolution is adopted was open to the public, that the public notice, time, place, and subject matter of the public business was considered and posted as required by law. This resolution passed May 12th, 2025. So do I hear a motion to approve the resolution?
Motion to approve the resolution.
And then I second the motion.
All in favor? Thank you. And now, Ms. McCall will swear in the candidate. And that's item number 5, swearing in newly elected city council members.
Or Lydia, I put Mayor Pro Tem before. I would like to change it.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna start with Mr. Tom. Okay. Statement of, you wanna come up here?
Oh.
I guess it's yes. I. That's. So the man interrupt?
Just a second. Lydia, you have the floor.
Thank you. Can we have Thomas stand next to you so we can take the photographs as we're doing the swearing in ceremony? Thank you.
We'll say Tom needs to.
Hello.
Yes.
One, I think, place none. Place.
One is this, please, 5.
Sorry.
That's the other one.
Penalties or perjury, I just care that I have read the oral statement and the facts stated therein are true. It's always, well,
Just read it.
yes, through this. Thomason Street.
It's not actually there. It's just to read this.
Kennedy moves down.
Okay.
This is the oath of office. In the name and by the authority of the state, it says I.
Tom Whitman. Do solemnly swear. That I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of the council. Yes, I. State of Texas, will be to the best of my ability preserve, protect, defend, Constitution and law of the United States and of this state. If I so help me God.
And then your son. Oh, I need to, someone bring me the, no.
Would you like?
The seal.
Okay. It's like CC server.
Oh, I need to.
Maybe last year.
Yeah. The state of Texas.
Cat's gonna do public hearings? Cats?
This,
Miss Mercer is gonna do any public comments?
okay,
No? Okay.
I don't think they'll do this every time, but it says right here,
That's kind of optional.
yeah, that's optional. But, signature
But-
officer or canvassing authority. That's probably you, Barbie, isn't it? Canvassing, that's me. Okay, now. We're gonna go over. Ledger. Up here, sure. Kind of lounge. That's kind of. Oh, it's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
That's good. That's it for you.
thank you.
And now we've got. Candace.
Just better we're not doing
Very
it.
good.
Candace? Sure. I've got yours now.
Then that's fine.
You okay to stand up there?
You leave?
You can write in if you want to. Oh, I don't know.
See, that's my phone in my car.
Okay.
Oh, the signature. Yeah. Um, yeah. Oh. Do I just write out?
No, I guess that is, you're right, that is part of it, yeah, you're right, I'm sorry, that's my fault.
I can, no, I can do that. You're right. I have to go look at my mom. Okay. This is the open. This is the one. No, that was. Statement of office. Okay, so that was statement. You do that for the. This is statement. You do that for. Oh, yeah. Yes. Here's the other. This one.
We said at the top of we said,
And I started, I do all this, but y'all, okay.
No, D. Okay, there's Hayes meeting now. I see an icon, or a picture of it here. If I just click on it. What's wrong here? Do, 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 do. Oh, freaking Zoom. See. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Raise hand. More. Stop
There it is.
becoming video. There it is there. It's on the right hand side now. This won't let me click in. Dee's on board with us. She's on mute. Dee's with Elliott Ranch.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Can you hear us
Can you
now?
hear? Can you hear us, Don? Yes, good afternoon, Council. Lydia, I'm sorry, I was away from my phone for about 2 hours and you called. I apologize.
Okay, we're gonna take up the RFQs. Okay, we're taking up item 5A, receive update and take appropriate action concerning a request for qualifications for a city engineer. And I think I will let Lydia start off. Can we? I'm recognizing Lydia. This is.
thank you, Mayor Harvey. So we're on item 5J, thank you. 5I, pardon me, we're on item 5I. The RFQ committee has completed their assignment regarding the selection of a new city engineer. It was a lengthy process. I'd like to thank everyone that served on the RFQ committee, Dee, Christine, Tony, Mr. Don. It was a lot of work, but we're at the end of this. The RFP committee is requesting the city council authorize Mayor Harvey in conjunction with our city attorney, Josh Katz, to enter into contract with Freeland and Turk. Once Mayor Harvey does that, Mr. Chuck with Brennan and Chuck will submit his partially executed contract. He's going to submit that tomorrow. And then, Mayor Harvey and our city attorney will complete the execution process.
That's what we're asking. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Does anybody else on the committee wish to say anything? Like Tony, did you have a question?
No, no question about that.
Mr. Rushhuber, did you have any questions?
No, not at this time.
Okay, everything looks okay. Candace, did you?
I just questioned, who was the chair of the committee?
I was,
Yeah.
that's it.
And Miss Wright, do you have any comments?
She's muted.
No, I don't. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Tom Turks, do you have any comment?
Well, greetings, everybody. Thank you very much for the selection. We're excited and we're ready to get to work. I would like to have, I guess, what I would call a transition meeting with Dawn and any representatives from the city that would like to attend, just to fully understand what's going on today and what responsibilities are going to be transitioned over to us. And if that happens sometimes in the next couple of weeks, that'd be great.
Yes, we'll work on having the meeting with Don, and that's okay with you, I assume, Don, and
Absolutely.
and Lydia and myself. Wonderful.
And I would recommend we set a time right now and a place for the meeting if the council approves our contract.
Yeah, let's move on that. So I think the motion is made by Lydia to allow the mayor to execute a contract with, in conjunction with and advice of our city attorney. And I will say that our city attorney and city engineer have both reviewed the contract for us. So I included the whole 63-page contract in a email and gave you 8 pages of Schedule C, which is about the fee. So would anybody like to make a motion to approve that? Or second the motion?
The motion, yes.
Yeah. So,
I second that motion.
okay. All in favor? Thank you very much. And what were you about to say, Don?
I would recommend we go ahead and schedule a meeting right now, since we've got time on the phone and the council. Maybe at City Hall next week.
Okay.
Tom, what's your schedule?
I'm looking right now here. Let's see.
Executed.
Yeah, we'll do that before the.
And that'd be the 19th through the 23rd.
How about the 21st, 10 o'clock at Hayes City Hall?
I need to do that either lunch or later afternoon.
She need,
Don, can I get back to you? Because I need to check my business schedule.
Okay, no problem.
Is that okay if I get back to y'all? Because I don't have my other calendar, my business calendar in front of me.
Of course. Not a
I'll
problem.
get back to you by tomorrow. Is that okay?
Sure. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you so much.
That day in the afternoon is much better for me.
The 19th, which day did you recommend?
Let's see, the 21st in the afternoon works best for me.
1 p.m.
1 p.m. works fine.
Okay. Hayes City Hall.
We'll make that tentative until we can confirm on our end, okay? The 21st at
Absolutely.
1 p.m. is tentative.
all righty.
Sounds
thank
good.
you. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move to item 5G, receive update and take appropriate action on construction of well number 3 on Country Lane. And Don, could you provide us with an update? Thank you.
Sure, more than happy to visit with the mayor earlier this week and with Greg at BK's Bridling. We have closed out their contracts. They've been paid in full and they were under the budget that was originally set up under the contract amount. Is that true, Harvey?
Yes, sir.
Mayor?
Yes,
Yeah.
well under
And
budget.
so, well under budget. And according to Mr. Davis this morning, the Pat Lau company is working aggressively on the wellhead completion and the connection of the pipeline. And then, of course, what are modifications we need at the Tanglewood pump station. So we worked through some issues with the PEC last week, and that's, I think, it's all resolved. And so, gosh, I hope within a week or so he's done with it and we're hooked up. And then we'll file plans, as-built plans with the TCEQ.
Does anybody on the council have any questions?
I do.
Tony, you're recognized.
Don is saying that by next week we have an operating well.
Yes, sir. As soon as I get to clear that we got back, no back T and that 4-inch line,
Okay.
that connects the well 3 to the pump station.
Right,
then we
right.
can bring it online. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Would anybody else have any questions on well number 3?
Question, Don, what did you say we had to do with the TCEQ? Or did you say that it was all good already with TCEQ?
What I said is once get final photographs and diagrams of the completed wellhead, I'll submit the package to the TCEQ to the doctor, the final eye with the TCEQ. But as soon as that well is, as soon as we're tied in and we're confident we've got good clean water coming to the ground storage tank, we can put it online.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
Sorry, I have one question for Don.
Okay, Don, Lydia has a,
So I have one question. It's a technical one, if I may. Don? How
Yes,
will the pumps work together? What is the function of well number 3 in comparison to the other? Which one will be fully operational? Will the other one be on standby? Will they be rotating? How are they going to work?
They'll be rotating unless
Awesome.
the ground storage tank cannot keep up, and both wells will turn on. So they will alternate, one on, one off, in an alternation series. But there will be a probe in there's a probe in the tank that if the ground storage level capacity, if you would, declines to a point, that both wells will run.
Will they be engineered on a timer? At what
No, it's
intervals
on
will they rotate?
relays. They're
relay.
on relays from probes in the tank.
At what timeline, for example? How do they rotate at what timeline?
It's electrical.
Well,
Is it a day?
There is a relay switch in the pump station that will alternate the well's operation, unless there's also a probe in the ground storage tank that if it's a lower probe set lower in the tank, if it gets dry, then it will turn on both wells. So we have full capacity coming back to the pump station.
Or what timeline, sir? Just more or less.
There's an upper probe in the tank, Lydia, and a second probe about a couple of feet or so below the upper one. And so when that upper one, when the second one gets dry, the second probe down, it will turn on a well. So that's just a function of use in the water system, right? Pulling water out of the ground storage tank.
yes, Tony.
I guess it's in for the timeline, the time sequence with the one turns off, how long will the other one kick in or turn on? There's a time delay, right?
Right. If there's a high demand in the system, like a break or, distributed system demand, and the tank keeps decreasing in storage, it will turn on both wells. But the normal operation is that when the second probe in the tank gets dry, one well will kick
Okay,
off, okay? And if it doesn't keep up with the demand and that third probe gets dry, both wells will run.
Any more questions? Thank you, Don.
Thank you so much.
I think, I don't think we need you anymore.
Oh,
oh, we always need you, Don.
30 years.
So,
Kirk has big shoes to fill, Don, I can tell you that.
Yeah,
Oh, you guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. So Tom, we'll see you on May 21.
I'll confirm tomorrow.
okay, we're moved to item 6E. Consider and take appropriate action to approve Mayor Pro Tem. This is something we do annually. So do I hear a motion?
Make the motion. I move that the city council approve Lydia Brian Valdez to be mayor pro tem, city of Hayes.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Any comments? All in favor? And everybody votes. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, now we can move right down the road. 6A is to take action to approve minutes of April 14th, 2025. So do I hear a motion to approve them?
I make a motion that we approve the minutes.
I'll second, sir.
All in favor? There you go. Item 6B, we're not going to take up because we don't have a financial report ready for April. So. Did I do? Item, so we'll move to review and answer questions regarding the city's outside audit. And we got the audit was completed. I've sent you a copy, and then you have a couple pages in your, that's got for the audit. I wanted to point out a few things. Our tax balance actually went up by about $40,000 from 23 to 24. Of course, we're like 7 months into 25, so these are kind of old figures. Our capital assets, we added $70,000 to capital assets, and that was to do the major repairs at Elliott Ranch. So that went out of cash, but we still had a positive cash flow. So we self-financed this major repair at Elliott Ranch. So that's real nice. Just wanted to point out, we have refundable deposits, and this is all the Elliott Ranch, City of Hayes people that have a $200 deposit, except for people that have been here forever, and it's $100. So this is money, we owe people. And you can see in, I think I got these backwards. Yeah, it's 298 and 24 and 339. So in other words, our water sales went down by about $40,000. And that was mainly because of Elliott Ranch. And they are up this year to date. And interest income, $91,000. And so it's up by 17,000. Of course, this year it's going to be more in the range of $70,000 because interest rates have gone down, and because a little bit of sanity has come back into the management of the government. They may be reducing interest rates like they were planning to. So it's
it's a good audit. It's, again, it's, it shows, the government activity, the revenue, 126,024 versus, like 78,000 in, 23. And that was mainly caused by, we had those two CCN fees that came in, $20,000. And then we have, you see others, other income, 23,000 versus 11 and 23. And that was because we had that grant that I worked forever on to get $7,500. And we had franchise fees. And we had I think I talked to you about the prior period adjustment where we reserved money for our payroll tax fiasco
Right.
that we thought we were going to owe the government, and we don't owe them, so we took that back into income. So that was sort of a one-time fee for interest. So, anyways, the city's healthy. Well, I'll talk about that when we get into the budget issue. We're healthy, but we got that are in terrible shape. So, any questions? You could read the whole audit, it's kind of interesting. But one other thing, we have like a couple $100,000. It's on our, it's shown as an asset on the city's books, which is all the work we did for the drainage project. We bought easements. We did a plan. We did all that in like 2015, and we applied for a grant and we were unsuccessful. So we've not been able to implement the plan. So we have it on the book as an asset. And if we're not able to do it, and we had some discussions with the auditor about whether that's going to be something that would have to be shown as an expense. But again, that would be a paper entry, but which would obviously affect our income and expense report for whatever year that happened. But maybe we'll get the funds to be able to implement that drainage project. Because if we have a 13-inch Wayne event that we had one time, it would save us or save some people. EGMS an email asking for an update, but they didn't reply. And I'm sorry I didn't follow up on that. So hopefully that interconnect is they've been able to do what they needed to do.
Excuse me. Real quick.
Yes, so.
The interconnect is for Oak Forest, or if they don't have water, they can get water from us.
Yes.
Okay. But they don't get water from us unless we approve it, right? Like last time, they gave water without our approval of PBSJ. So I just want to make sure that.
Well, they did come to me. And I gave the approval. But
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That was for their clean out, correct?
Yes.
That's what you talked about.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yes.
Just wanted to be sure I knew.
Sure that.
Okay, item 6F, consider and take action to approve the appointment of a budget committee. We are going to be entering budget season, believe it or not. My plan is to
to consider a substantial increase in property taxes so that we have funds to start street repairs. I mean, we have money that we could do in street repairs, but we're running a water system. And the street repairs need to be paid out of city resources, not water system resources. And we about break even on city's income and expenses. So, but if we have an extra amount of money coming in from property taxes, then we could have a surplus each year, and that would help reimburse to try to get back up to the amount we have in reserve right now. But we could spend what we need to spend on repairing our streets and knowing that we're going to have a surplus each year to sort of refund this. So that's my concept. And so that's what we will really be looking at on this. I mean, it'd be a big increase if we doubled it. Instead of getting 20-something thousand, we got 40-something thousand. And then, we have that positive cash flow each year to pay for self-finance it. So that's what I'm thinking of. Yes. Tony,
You're going from the current tax to what tax, what tax percentage you're looking at?
Well, the concept is just the concept.
Right.
So I haven't gotten into tax rates.
Right.
Making sure we can do it, or do we have to have an election?
Right.
Increase taxes or not? I don't think we do. But they changed. The state government is like they're after our property taxes and our ability,
Right.
and all that stuff. Yes,
I
ma'am.
was just gonna ask, does the state have a limit on how much you can raise? I think they did, always have, right?
They do, yes, but the last tax law that they passed, like a couple sessions ago, they gave abilities of like smaller cities to increase the rates quite a bit if need be, without having to go through an election. But if we had to go through an election, it would be worthwhile, because we would have the opportunity to explain the rationale, because that on your tax bill, of course, the city taxes is like minor. It's school taxes, but it would be higher, a lot higher than, instead of being like it's 0.0946, I think, and so it'd be more like 0.2, and that would, it'd be a lot lower than Buda or
Right.
these place people, but we're not providing the services they are. We don't have a police department. We don't.
Right.
We do fires just like they do. But we, that's the whole purpose, is street repairs.
Yeah.
We did one street repair that, because down at McKinnon Loop, and that was, that was like the worst of the worst. But I think right now the worst is Live Oak Street.
Yeah.
So,
That's really bad.
Although, as I live on Redbud, we could consider that. I'm just making a joke.
Quotation.
So, anyways, so I think last year, who was on the committee? I was. Okay. Would you all like to be on the committee again? Somebody else, we could have one more person that would want to be on the committee, otherwise we'll do it with 3.
I don't mind you again.
Huh?
I don't mind giving my input on the committee and helping
Okay.
out any way I can.
So I would ask the council to approve the committee being Rose, Christine, Christy, Lydia, and myself. And since I'm the budget officer, then I'm the head of the committee.
I guess,
So somebody can make that motion since I'm not allowed to do that.
Earl, go ahead.
I'll make that motion. So I move that we form the budget committee and we have Lydia Bryan Valdez and Christine Down and Rose McCorkle, who will be on it, joining Mayor Harvey Davis, who will be the chair of the committee. And
I second the motion.
All in favor? Thank you very much.
Can I make one small comment?
Yes, ma'am, you sure may.
I would encourage the council and the committee to raise the tax to the full extent that you can. Like, the city really does need to be increasing its revenue for like longevity purposes, especially like as you were saying with states taking away city rights. We want to hit those targets, and as you know, as a homeowner here, I fully support full taxation, all of it. That's all.
Thank you very much.
thank you, Hannah.
Well said, too. Item 5H. I don't think we need to take up. If somebody wants to, this is the mud issue.
Do you have any updates on it?
I don't have any, that's what I'm saying. Let's not take it up. Item 5J, receive update and take appropriate action regarding stage 3 drought. We did get a notice from the Barton Creek Aquifer District, and I think the recent rains have ensured that we're going to at least stay in stage 3 and not go to stage 4. So we're, you know, hopefully this weather nightmare that we're going to have starting tomorrow will not also include a drought. So anybody have any other comments regarding our drought?
I have a comment. It's posted on the website, what's allowed with each stage of drought. And water, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Don't fill up your swimming pool.
I-
Item 5K, receive update and take appropriate action regarding the grant for new generators. And we don't have an update because we're hiring the new engineer, and that's probably when we meet on the 21st. That's will be a high priority item is getting turning over to the new engineer the work on this grant. Don will finish other projects, but we will have asked the new engineer to help us on this grant. And hopefully the committee has had vetted them real good on grant work. So that we know they'll jump right in and we'll get this moving, because this grant is just lingered here because waiting for hiring the new engineers. That's it, folks.
7:27 p.m.
What is it?
You can move for adjournment.
I'd like to move we adjourn the meeting, May 12th, 7:27 p.m.
Thank you very much. Oh,
That's.
Schedule for the 17th.
Yes.
We need to finalize that.
What about Candace?
For the trash pickup?
I'm